Hi there, it's me again, your Lavanya. We are continuing our discussion on Thiruvarutpayan, verse number 9. This particular verse is a beautiful verse, but at the same time, it may sound that it is contradicting with the other verses, but actually, in reality, it is not. So, let's look at the verse first. Nalam ilan nannarku, nanninarku nallan, salamilan per sangaran. The verse simply translates as, if you abide by God, He is going to show you His grace. If you don't, He will stay aloof. Now, the first question we may have in mind is, hey, what we have been discussing for so long in the earlier 8 verses, we have been seeing that He is a very neutral person. He doesn't have any kind of a hatred or love or any of those. He doesn't have any prejudice. How can you say that, when you say that He is able to provide His grace only if you go to Him, and if He will not provide His grace if you don't go to Him, then it sounds like He has a bit of a prejudice, isn't it? That's a common question that we have whenever we are reading this particular verse. The answer for that, we have to look at whatever we see around us right now. Let's look at a simple example, a simple analogy. We are all familiar with the 2G network, 3G network, 4G network, and the 5G network around us in the mobile phones. Imagine I have a very old Nokia 8250 model, and my connectivity is 5G, because in Singapore we already have 5G. Now, I'm trying to connect to the 5G. Do you think my phone is going to take it up? Obviously no, because my phone doesn't have the capacity to do that. Same ways, if I have for example, I'm having a Samsung, the latest version of Samsung, and my network is a 2G network, it will be totally useless for the mobile phone as well. So, which means my mobile device, which is the physical body, must be able to tune and adjust according to the frequency that is available, which is the Almighty's frequency. When you talk about 2G, those people who are around us, who just spend their time in rumors and gossips, and they are a hindrance for others' growth, those of them who are feeling jealous about others' growth, they don't do anything for Saivism, but whoever does something for Saivism, they are staying as a very big blockage. Those people are 2G, something like a 2G network. Imagine if they have a mobile phone of a 2G network, the only grace they are going to receive, the only signal that they are going to receive is the lowest of all. But when we elevate ourselves up and high, we will be able to stay very close to the grace, and we will be able to achieve what we wanted to achieve. That is what realization is all about. Imagine a situation. The Saint Pattinathar, he just saw the entire the stick that was put in front of him, it just burnt. Our Thiruñana Sambandar, he said, "Payyave sendru Pandiyarku agave." That's all he said. What happened? The fire, the heat of the fire went to the Pandya king as a disease. Now you imagine, how is all this possible? Nambi Arurar, he came in, he saw a poor family crying because they lost their son when he was quite young. He wanted God to send the crocodile, and based on the crocodile, the son that the crocodile actually swallowed few years back, everything happened. The boy was recovered safely. If you look at it, these are not myths, but these are the grace, these are the miracles of God. And how can this happen? Only when we elevate ourselves and when we stay close to the Almighty, when we are able to receive the grace. So what we have to do is, we are a mobile phone, we have to change our signal in order to, or rather change our internal organs, or probably our the way how we work, right, like Andhakaranam and all these, we have to change and we have to elevate that to receive the highest signal possible. We are not here to change anyone. We are not here to teach anyone. We are not here to preach anyone. Everyone has their own life journey. We are here to correct our own self. We are not here to teach someone how to live. Rather, we are here to analyze how we should be living our life and how we should achieve the real happiness. With that understanding, let's look at the verse now. You look at this. Nalamilan nannarku. So, if I don't have the right device, which is this body, I won't be able to receive the grace. But the grace is already there. It is there, but just that I'm not in a position to grasp it. Nanninarku nallan. So, if I tune myself, if I adjust myself, if I do the practices and all these properly, I'm elevating myself in order to achieve the grace, in order to receive the grace. The next statement, the next phrase our Guru is using is Salamilan, which means he is a very neutral person. The Almighty is a neutral person. He doesn't have anything that he's pleased of, he's displeased of, he likes it or he dislikes, he wants or he doesn't want. There is nothing of that sort. So, he is neutral. He has no prejudice. He has no bias. He is unbiased and he is neutral. Now, what is his name? His name is Sankaran, which literally translates as Tarukaran. You ask, it shall be given. Whatever we ask, it will be given. That is the literal translation of the name Tarukaran. Such a lovely verse. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, bye-bye.